I'm not suggesting that it's simply circular. I am suggesting that it is conical, or that there's a movement every time we repeat the 4 stages of the spiritual journey, which I'll mention, that we move deeper and deeper, closer and closer to the center or the ground of being, to the divine presence within us, to the who I really am rather than who I think I am. Those 4 stages I describe first as hunger. That is the first stage of the spiritual journey. The danger of each stage is this: we can die at each of those 4 stages. The obvious hunger, if I don't address it, I will die. Hunger prompts me into searching for something to eat. I know frequently people will say eating is the response, and I say no, that's the last stage. Really, I search for something to eat. If I'm not struggling with an addiction, I wouldn't necessarily, if I've got a craving, go to the bathroom to seek out something in a medicine cabinet. I know that that's not going to do it for me. I need food. More particularly ice cream, chocolate cake, that might serve me well. But this search, the danger with search is that I can lose myself forever in the search. I could be out at sea, for example, lost at sea. Or in the search, I can find the wrong things. You know my punch list: sex, drugs, alcohol, money, power, glory. That either one of those or combinations of those will bring me a sense of happiness, when the spiritual journey is about inner joy and peace. Ultimately, however, on an authentic journey, as we search, we will, as I like to describe it, discover. That discovery stage is just as dangerous because, if I think that this is going to be it, I can be arrested there. I don't know any one in my life yet that has me for life. I usually illustrate with, we had the pleasure of having breakfast this morning. When we got up from the table, I don't think one of us got up and said, this is a good meal, and you know what? I'll never have to come back and eat again. We didn't do that because we have a sense of mindfulness that we need to keep repeating this. So the 3rd stage is discovery, hunger, search, discovery, and the 4th stage is respond. In that stage, I'm suggesting the 12-step language would be this: I need to surrender. Or the theological language is, I need to die to myself. And in that stage of surrender, that ultimately, rather than losing myself, I really find myself. Now, it would be great if we went through those 4 stages once and it was over, but I can't imagine an oak tree that I had the privilege of looking at this morning out in the backyard, which is probably 60 years old, going through one season and arriving at 60 feet high. It's not going to happen. Over and over and over it repeats. But something ever so subtle is happening as it unfolds. Same with the spiritual journey. So when we're in that stage of response, there can be what we call temporary fulfillment, a temporary sense of satisfaction, until all of a sudden we're back into that first stage of hunger. The challenge is that the stage of hunger has so many masks, we don't get it. Fear, loneliness, disappointment, dissatisfaction. Those masks are all masks of the underlying spiritual call of hunger to come deeper on the journey, to keep becoming and blossoming on the journey.